You are about to learn a few simple steps that you can take to be sure that every one of your students has access to your course. These steps will also help us to assure that we are compliant with federal regulations. But more important, it will help all students to have a better learning experience in your class. Jesus said for his disciples to go back and report to John what you have seen and heard. The blind receive sight, the deaf hear. Well, we may not be able to do that, but we can help deaf and hard of hearing students to be successful in online learning. And we can help those with visual impairments to be successful in online learning.
A computer lab, a Braille note taker, a Braille display, a screen with very large letters, a man with glasses leans close to a screen, a hand signs, a headset mic.
People with sensory impairment are affected in the way they use vision, hearing, or touch.
I found that computers opened up a whole new world. Get a lot of stuff in Braille. What I can do is I can use my screen reader to get into a different program. I can type something up just regularly on the computer, hit 3 buttons, and it will be in Braille right in front of me.
Let's help the visually impaired first in just 4 easy steps. 1. Structure your page with headings. 2. Make a list. 3. Take care of your pictures. And 4. Make sure you have your links covered. Number 1. Structure your page with headings. Whether you're using Word, Google Docs, or even the Sakai editor, you are only one button away from using headings to structure your information. The headings are not used just for consistent appearance, but actually allows a program called a screen reader to properly organize the reading of the page and also provide a summary page based on the headings. This page is using heading 2 and heading 3 to structure the content as well as control the size and appearance of the font. The page is well structured and looks clean and consistent. The next thing you can do is always make lists. No more tabs and numbers. Instead, use the numbers and bullets buttons at the top right corner. If you already have a list, highlight it and click on the numbered button. Once you have a list, you can click on the numbers and select Numbered List Properties. Here you can select from a list of Roman, alpha, or decimal options. It's your choice. Creating lists is not just for the appearance. Creating a list allows the screen reader to notify the reader that they are entering a numbered list. This avoids the confusion of hearing numbers in the middle of text. Now let's take a look at how to take care of your pictures. Whenever a screen reader encounters an image on a page, it does not know what words to read to the user. You can help the screen reader by providing alternative text for the image. To do this in Sakai Editor window, highlight the image and click on the image icon in the menu bar. When the Image Properties box opens, type in the text in the alternative text box. Make sure you use a description that will inform the reader, such as Section 508, Opening Doors to IT, Website Banner, instead of a word like banner. Then click OK. Now the screen reader will know what to say when it encounters the image. Now let's see how you can make sure you have your links covered. First of all, do not use repetitive links such as click here. The screen reader creates a summary page of all links on the page. In this case, the user is going to be presented with a summary page that will sound like this.
Welcome to VoiceOver. VoiceOver speaks descriptions of items on the screen.
Visit link. Click here. Visit link. Click here.
Which link do you think works better? Try to imagine the screen reader saying http://drive.google.com/a/apu.edu/file. Well, you get the point. That would be very difficult to understand. Compare that to, please read this article about students with disabilities can be left behind. That link would be perfectly understandable. When you create a link in Word, Google Docs, or Sakai, You can indicate what text you want to show on the screen and where the link goes. Remember, no raw links. For example, after you create a link to an external source in Lessons, go back and click the Edit button and reword the link to something that is understandable to the reader. Finally, you may create several links that all end up looking and sounding like the same thing. In this case, we have a link to a subpage of directions, a link to the assignment tool, and finally a link to a forum discussion. Unfortunately, all three of these have been named Assignment 1. For all three of these, you need to click on the Edit button and give them a name that is more descriptive of where the link goes. Now the user will know from the screen reader where the link will take them. It turns out that by following these 4 easy steps, you can not only help students with visual impairments, but also create a better functioning visual environment for all of your students. Thank you for caring enough to make the online presentation of your course a welcoming place for all of your students.